The most dangerous person in your life is not the one who openly hates you. It's the one who smiles at you, supports you, tells you they want the best for you, and then slowly, quietly, drains you until there's nothing left. And you never saw it coming, because they never raised their voice. They never showed you a single red flag you were trained to look for. Here's the truth. You were taught to watch for the obvious enemy, the aggressive one, the one who insults you directly. But real manipulation doesn't look like an attack. It looks like love. It looks like concern. It looks like someone who just wants to help. And that is exactly why it works. Here's what nobody tells you. The people closest to you have the most power to hurt you. Not because they're evil, but because you handed them the keys. You told them your fears. You showed them your weaknesses. You trusted them with the map to every vulnerable part of your mind. And some people, not all, but some, they cash in. Slowly, quietly, without you ever realizing the transaction is happening. The 5 warning signs I'm about to give you are not obvious. They're subtle. They're wrapped in kindness. And if you recognize even one of these in someone you trust right now, pay attention. Because your brain already knows something is wrong. It just hasn't been able to name it. Until now. Sign 1. They celebrate your wins with a knife hidden in the compliment. Wow, you got the promotion? I'm surprised, Mummy. They usually go for people with more experience. But that's amazing for you. Sounds like a compliment. Feels like a paper cut you can't find. That's not an accident. This is called a backhanded compliment. And it's one of the oldest manipulation tactics in existence. The person gets to look supportive in public while planting a seed of doubt inside you. They frame your success as luck, your achievement as a fluke, your confidence as arrogance. Sign 1. If someone's compliments consistently leave you feeling smaller instead of bigger, they're not complimenting you. They're cutting you. Death by 1,000 paper cuts. And the wound never fully heals, because you can't even prove it's there. Here's the truth. A real supporter celebrates you without the footnote, without the asterisk, without the tiny dagger hidden inside the sentence. If someone's praise always seems to come with a condition, that's not praise, that's control. Sign 2. They rewrite history in real time. I never said that. You're remembering it wrong. You're too sensitive. It was a joke. This is gaslighting. And it's more common than you think, not just in relationships. Friends do it, family members do it, colleagues do it. And the goal is always the same. To make you doubt your own memory, your own mind, your own sanity. Because a person who doubts themselves is easy to control. Here's what makes this dangerous. It doesn't start big. It starts small. A minor conversation they claim never happened. A promise they say you misunderstood. And over time, months, years, you stop trusting your own version of events. You start running everything through their filter. You start apologizing for things you're not even sure you did. Sign 2. If someone in your life consistently denies things you clearly remember, and somehow you're always the one confused, always the one overreacting, always the one who took it the wrong way, understand this, they are not forgetful. They are not misunderstood. They are rewriting your reality. And every time you accept their version over your own, you hand them more power. Sign 3. They're only present when they need something. Watch this pattern. It's subtle at first. They disappear when you're struggling. They go silent when you need support. But the moment they need a favor, the moment they need your time, your energy, your connections, suddenly they're back. Suddenly you matter. This is transactional presence. You are not a friend to this person. You are a resource, and resources don't get checked on, they get used. Here's the test. Think about the last 5 conversations you had with this person. How many of them started with them asking for something? How many started with them checking on you? If the ratio is tilted, heavily tilted, you already know the answer. Sign 3. Real relationships are not ATM machines. If someone only shows up when their account is empty, stop making deposits. The silence that follows will tell you everything you need to know. Sign 4. They isolate you without ever saying stay away from them. They never say it directly. That would be too obvious. Instead, they plant doubt. I don't know. Your other friends don't really seem to understand you the way I do. I'm not saying don't hang out with them, so I'm just saying notice how you feel after. Drained, right? This is isolation disguised as protection. They position themselves as the only person who truly gets you, and everyone else as a threat, a distraction, or a bad influence. Slowly, you pull back from the people who used to be your support system. And before you realize what's happened, this person is your entire world. That's exactly where they want you. Because an isolated target has no one to reality check the manipulation. No one to say, hey, that doesn't sound right. No one to offer a second opinion. Just them, always them. Sign 4. The person who truly cares about you expands your world. They don't shrink it. If someone's protection always seems to end with you more alone than before, that's not protection. That's a cage, and you're building it yourself, one they don't understand you at a time. Sign 5, and this one is going to hurt. They make you feel guilty for setting boundaries. You say, I need space. They say, after everything I've done for you, you say that hurt me. They say, wow, I guess I'm just a terrible person then. You try to protect yourself, and somehow you end up apologizing for being hurt, for having needs, for existing in a way that isn't convenient for them. This is the final sign, and it's the one most people miss because it's dressed up as love, as care, as I just care about you so much. But real love does not punish you for protecting yourself. Real love hears this hurts and adjusts, not attacks. Sign 5. If every attempt to set a boundary turns into you being the villain, you are not in a relationship. You are in a hostage situation, and the only way to win is to stop negotiating. Here's the truth that changes everything. These 5 signs, once you can name them, once you can see them, they lose all their power. The manipulation only works in the dark. The moment you shine a light on it, the game is over. You are not confused anymore. You are not too sensitive. You're not overreacting. You're finally seeing clearly. And the person who has been using these tactics on you? They rely on your blindness, your trust, your willingness to give them the benefit of the doubt again and again. The moment you stop doing that, the moment you recognize sign 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, and you refuse to play along, they have nothing left. You just took their only weapon. Walk away. Don't explain. Don't argue. Don't give them one more chance to rewrite what just happened. Just go. Because the strongest move you can make against a manipulator is to stop being available for manipulation. If this opened your eyes, share it with someone who needs to see it right now. And subscribe to Silent Success, because the truth we post here, most people aren't ready for.